Just clearing out my throat. Sorry. Yo, what is up everyone? Before I get started, I just want to say 90% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the sub button. Yeah, let's move on to the video. So Resident Evil fans have been really vocal about which remakes should be done, probably even before 4 was even mentioned, or should I say 4 Remake, with Resident Evil Code Veronica sitting literally right on the top of the hierarchy of games to be remade. Well, we've got some cryptic information lately during Capcom's annual shareholder meeting, though this doesn't necessarily confirm like a Code Veronica remake or something, but is also not ruled out of the idea either to Capcom themselves too. So one shareholder asked during the meeting whether Capcom planned on providing high-end visual remakes of only the main numbered entries in the Resident Evil series. So the shareholder basically asked like, hey, are you only doing the Resident Evil game numbered series? Like, are you guys strictly remaking the numbered games? So Capcom's cryptic response was carrying out discussions regarding the future expansion of the series so it can be enjoyed by a wide audience. This doesn't necessarily mean that they are thinking about any remakes, but this definitely does not rule it out 100%. So it's not really saying too much, but it's saying a lot at the same time. So many guessed Resident Evil 5 was going to be the next remake, essentially, which I still think it's going to be the next remake, not only because it's literally the best-selling game in the franchise, but Resident Evil 6 is also in second to that game. So who knows completely? Anything can happen between that at this point, but I don't see them remaking Resident Evil 6. And a little bit ago, we've also had a survey from Capcom asking us to let us know if there are any other Resident Evil games you want remade. And obviously we all just, or at least the majority of us, answered Code Veronica. So far that's two things. That's two different entities pointing towards a Code Veronica remake. Granted, it's probably super copium, but they're not saying no to either of this either. And they're asking us what game we want remade. But speaking of Code Veronica, Stephanie Penicillo, who voices Claire Redfield for the remake era, for example, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Infinite Darkness, etc. She's been interviewed by Push Square. She was asked about Code Veronica hitting the marketplace, which she then admits that is constantly asked of her and wishes like she had some kind of authority over that, which she obviously doesn't. So her answer was, the age-old question I get asked this quite regularly. Sadly, it's not up to me. I do agree it's a game that could use the extra love. I would be honored if Capcom chose to remake it and cast me once again. However, it's ultimately Capcom's decision, and I respect where the remakes have taken the franchise, so fingers crossed we get this one. So obviously she's on board too, as much as we are. So if you were to ask me if we're getting like a Code Veronica remake, I don't think it's a matter of if, I think it's more of a when, only because all signs are pointing towards Code Veronica. Everyone's been wanting it. Capcom is asking us what game should be remade, so this is some pretty exciting stuff for the future of Resident Evil. And also just the fact that they pulled the plug from the Code Veronica fan remake. I don't know if you guys remember that a couple months back. This was a while ago. There was going to be a fan remake of Code Veronica, but it was canned completely by Capcom. So the first thing that came in my mind, I'm like, are they doing a Code Veronica remake? As time progresses, as we start to like see all this, I think it's pointing in that direction, to be honest. And speaking about the fan remake canceled by Capcom, a second remake. Around the same time Capcom canned the Code Veronica remake, Capcom registered 2 trademarks for Resident Evil Director's Cut and the Stars Department Raccoon Police. So they had to file for this trademark only because the properties weren't being used. So these filings is for them to, you know, register these properties again. But then I want to show you guys this because I think we're going to get a Resident Evil 1 remake down the line. I'm not sure when, but after seeing this, I'm not even convinced that it's an if anymore. I'm more in the side of when we're getting it. And what I'm talking about is one of the promotions for Death Island. So Death Island has been promoting a whole bunch of characters, the main characters that are going to be in the movie. So when I look at Jill's, I look at this. Now tell me 100% guys that they would not do this without having a Resident Evil 1 remake in mind. Remember, this is a promo for Death Island. This isn't anything from 3 Remake. This isn't anything from the original RE1. Obviously this is Sasha, but this may not be the first subtle hint for Resident Evil 1 Re-Remake. Not necessarily telling us anything is confirmed, but they're definitely giving us like little sprinkles of things. Maybe they're gonna show stuff from the Spencer Mansion inside Death Island movie. Who knows at this point? And the reasoning behind these trademarks with stars, one thing's 100% sure, Resident Evil 1 Remake were in the minds of Capcom 100%. And just having that thought puts chills down my spines, and it's something I really want. Do I think it needs a remake? Absolutely not. Do I want a remake? 100%. I think this game deserves it only because I want to experience, and I want you guys to experience, if you're new to the series, one of the best survival horror games to ever exist, to experience it in a new perspective. Again, I would love that. Hey guys, let me know what you guys think. Are we gonna get a Code Veronica remake? Are we gonna get a Resident Evil 1 remake? Let me know down in the comments. If you like the content, make sure to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to sub to the channel. But I want everyone to have an amazing day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you guys in the next time. And until then, peace.